Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
All the stars are right here.
This is Beyonce.
Yo, what's going on, man? This is Drizzy Drake.
It's the DJ Khaled, the Dawn Dada.
You're tuned in to Risky Radio.
I'd rather keep it real with ya.
The Real to Real with Trudy G and the Realest Supreme. Get ready to hear the truth about all things. Keep it tuned to Hot 7025 FM on Facebook Live or the Mixer stream. Coming at ya. Hey, welcome back to the Real to Real. This is your host, the Realest Supreme. Today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Mind and Body, for those who follow him on Instagram. What's your IG, sir?
At Mr. Mind and Body.
I can't hear.
Mr. Mind and Body.
At Mr. Mind and Body. So today we're doing something a little bit differently. We usually have like artists or up-and-coming artists on the show, a lot of musicians. Today we're doing health and wellness with Mr. Eric. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Let's see here. Well, I've been training since 2008.
Training for what exactly?
Well, I've been personal training since 2008, well before the fitness explosion, right, that we now live in. Continued training, eventually became self-employed in 2011, created Results by Enix, which was my original business name. Created a 2-month transformation program that had over 1,000 people get amazing results via online, and I actually switched from being a full-time personal trainer to a life coach. Okay. So I'm all about health and wellness.
Let's go back to talk about your personal training days. So your 2-month challenge.
Right.
It includes body, mental, spiritual. So you grabbed everything that you had knowledge on to put it into this 2-month or 8-week challenge.
So I have a new 8-week challenge that just started.
A new one.
Yes, so it's
that's the one I'm part of.
There you go. So in the past, I did a 2-month transformation, which was just personal training, meal planning, and all of that. But now I'm doing a program that is a mix of mind and body. Absolutely a mix, because realistically, it's your mind that controls the body, right? Mm-hmm. So if we work on your mind, if we work on the things that hold you back, or whatever habits you may have or people may have, right? If we work on that, then we get to the results. We get to the meat and potatoes of what needs to be changed.
So as a therapist, my question is, how do you manage to do that in 8 weeks?
You have to ask the really hard questions.
Like what?
You have like the self-awareness questions, the self-reflection questions. Like, how did you get to this moment? How did we get here? Right? Like, if someone is able to take responsibility for their life, then they can say, "Oh, it was me. It was me eating these foods. It was me not going to the gym. It was me Netflixing on the regular." Right?
I love Netflixing though.
I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? I can come up with 10 different series right now that are my favorites. But yeah.
So it was me who was eating that chocolate because it made me feel good while I was eating it, and then it made me feel like crap. Mm-hmm. Those are the people you're talking about?
Yeah. Everyone.
But sometimes it takes them a minute to get to that realization.
I think that everyone is already at that realization. They just need that tap on the shoulder and that admission that, hey, guess what? You can make that change. But you need someone to give you permission, because if we really want to take it to a psychological basis, most people grow up with controlling parents. So because of that, they need to be told, they need to be given permission for something, right? Mm-hmm. So, hey, I'm giving you permission to change your life. I'm giving you permission to totally change the body that you've been walking around with for 10 years, and now you want a different look. I like to give people permission.
Okay. So these people, how do they find you? Like, on your Instagram? Are you promoting yourself? Facebook, Snapchat, an OnlyFans page? What is it that you have going on?
I have the Instagram page, Mr. Mind and Body. On Facebook, I'm Eric Nicoleau. I have my own website, of course, ericnicoleau.com. So it's been basically more of social media promotion.
When you were doing the personal training, how many like clients would you tend to get?
Are we talking?
And what happened in your career?
Okay.
Why'd you decide to switch? All those questions I want the answers to.
All those questions. Okay.
Yes.
So when I was originally personal training, I started off one-on-one. You know, that's how you build your clientele. You have one-on-one clients, you get them great results, boom, boom, boom. You have a lot of before and after pictures, right? That sells itself. And then from there, I created a boot camp. So with the boot camp, that was going really well. I had a very successful boot camp in Atlanta. And then from there, I created a program, again, called the 2-Month Transformation, in which I was training them in person. So we would go on random field trips to places such as the park, work out at the park, work out at via online and in person. This is, again, well before Corona existed, but, you know, doing online training as well. So then from there, I said, okay, guess what? It's time to take this program online, fully online. So then I started it, had 50 people. Second time I had 70-ish people. Third time I had over 200. Wow. So the program, you know, really took off. And then...
It took off because you kept winning at these weightlifting competitions, right?
From competing.
Which ones were those?
Men's physique. Men's physique. So I competed mostly in Georgia. And I ended up with the title of Mr. Georgia because I won that.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Impressive.
So after that, basically I went through a whole phase to where I went through a high functional depression. And I went through the depression because my business took a hit. I had a horrible relationship. Finances were not good. So I went home to my mother's house. And that's where the high functional depression kicked in which everyone thought that I was operating in a normal manner. However, I needed to take control of my life, and that was where I was able to gain the life coach experience. Because if you haven't been through it, then how can you get somebody through it?
Right. I was just telling Icarice, we put your website up on the Facebook page, which is recorded live.
Okay.
This is all live, and you could go back onto Hot 7025 FM's Facebook page and download it if you want. Save it to your phone.
For sure.
This is him. Oh, right here. You can see it. You don't have too much information on here. Just a lot of pictures of you half naked.
That's what listen. It works out. It works out. I might listen. The OnlyFans is coming. Okay. OnlyFans is coming.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that right now. Let's go. You said your business took a hit.
Yeah.
Why, if you were doing so well?
Well, I was so ego was in control, right? Ego was in control.
Love that ego.
And I gave away $10,000 for the first prize. Because so how the 2-Month Transformation would go was the top 3 people would get prizes, right? And it was my 10th anniversary of the program. Not the 10th year anniversary, but the 10th program, right? And at this time, finances are doing well. My ego is
through the roof.
It's through the roof. And I decided, let's go ahead and do this at $10,000.
I saw you in the video, making it rain and everything.
It's $10,000 for first prize, and
Second prize?
Second prize was a cruise.
And third prize?
No, second prize was a flight to Hawaii.
Nice.
And the third was a cruise.
Wow, big prizes.
Yeah, big prizes, and I took a hit on that one.
Did you have sponsors? All by yourself?
This was all.
And your partner at that time?
I've run so many things solo. I'm an extreme do-it-yourself person.
Sometimes you need a little help.
Oh, all the help. Right? But you also have to be in a place to accept help. And at that time, I wasn't there mentally.
Trust issues? Or just thinking you could do it all by yourself?
Thinking you could do it all by yourself, but also people disappoint you, right? So you actually do get an assistant, and then you give the assistant an assignment, and they don't follow through the way that they're supposed to, and you're like, okay, see, this is why I do everything by myself. So I've had a few bad moments with assistants that made me say, but I'm truly ready now to.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're going to take a quick break and listen to some music. You can take some water. And then we're going to come back and talk about what made you move to Vegas.
Let's go.
All right. It's the real to real, y'all.
If I give all my time, you ain't gotta try. I get it. Got something on the side, you ain't gotta lie. Now with it. I'm about to roll up, tell me what's the hold up. So get it. Let's talk about this now, I might get real loud. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got those calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got those calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Let me know what's up, up, up. Let me know what's up, up, up. You real tight-lipped, saying nothing. I might jump ship. See you drowning into nowhere, and you best believe you wanna play the victim. You gotta play the victim. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got those calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got those calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Let me know what's up, up, up. Let me know what's up, up, up.
What it is, I know you run your sister, so I'ma just keep it crisp. Ooh-wee, believe me, I love what you got, but I'm young and I'm dumb, running straight to the top. Leave it, color-coded, with it, love whenever you be showing emotion, yeah, that mean I got you. To be honest, ain't a lot of chicks that really top you, and you know I'm with it, nothing to lose. You got the juice, I be around some groupies, but I'm not into those. Yeah, I want you in the picture, but you changing your pose, banging me up, calling my phone, saying you know what I'm doing. You know you hard, you ain't moving, so tell them cats in them DMs. If I see him, my baby gon' be making a post that say free him. Cause your love worth 100 miles of running facts. Let me call this girl back.
And we're back with the Realist Supreme. That was Dimples, a song called What's Up. And talking about what's up, we got Mr. Mind and Body. Now, do you like to be called Mr. Mind and Body or Eric? Or something else?
I think Eric or E is probably
E?
the best. E is just fine.
E too.
Yeah.
We got E and E. Carice in the controls today. Amen. She will be asking you some questions too as my special guest as well.
There you go. I'm ready.
So you were mentioning that it was so hard to find an assistant. Have you found one in Vegas yet?
No.
Well, good luck with that, sir.
Tell me. I know you have a story about that. Do you have stories
A
about
story? I've gone
stories?
through like 6 assistants already.
So what do I have to look forward to if I'm trying to get an assistant?
Somebody who actually wants to work.
Because they didn't want. Okay.
And somebody
Tell me the
who's
story
at
without
your
telling me the
speed.
story,
Oh my God,
basically.
we are not interviewing me.
You got 1 out of 6. Give me 1 out of 6.
One of my best assistants, unfortunately, not unfortunately for me, good for her. She ended up getting pregnant and staying at home. She had a high-risk pregnancy. But she was phenomenal. But before that, oh, God, no. Handwriting is horrible. Don't know how to fax. Don't know how to talk to people. Don't know how to have a smile on their face. Or, I think this city is a lot about customer service and making people feel good.
That's fair.
It's like you be on your lives for like 5 hours when you feel like it, right? You want people to feel good. And these people just don't know how to do that. It's almost like you're just going to do enough to get by. And when you're not looking, they're on their phones. And they have personal problems. It's a lot going on.
Okay, so let me kind of back that up a little bit. I think that makes perfect sense for the Vegas mind. So because this is a tourist city and everybody's coming in and out, maybe there's no tie to sitting down, getting that quality. Does that
attachment?
Right. Kind of that let's work as a team, let's get the job done versus I'm just doing this for a check type energy. I
think that translates and goes into their personal relationships as well.
There you go. You already know.
Ain't that right, Ikari?
Facts.
But Ikari's, she's different. We'll talk to her later.
Okay.
She be finding great attachments. Don't you, E?
The smile says it all. The smile on the eyes, right?
So the thing is, like, do you waste your time putting out an ad, looking for a personal assistant? They look great on paper, and then all of a sudden they're like, I don't know how to use Excel.
Oh.
Or I think I'm going to go work at the DMV, and you're like, what?
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Or did you just do it yourself?
Okay, so there's that window of I know what I'm doing, I'm really good at it, and then there's that window of I'm really good at these things, but there's a few extra things that I could save so much energy. I could save so much time if I had somebody to delegate it to, right?
Yeah.
And I think that it's tough to find someone who checks all those boxes because, again, if you're good at something, then you don't want to hand that responsibility off to someone who doesn't do it as good.
Right.
Yeah.
I have assistants for all my social media. I have a marketing girl. She does all my social media. I just told her, like, your picture that you were going to come to the show, she does that for me.
Yeah.
She posts it for me. I do some posts. And I have another assistant who does all my billing for my clients. And then the regular assistants, your lawyer, your accountant, those bookkeeping people. But personal, like you're on my side, on my hip, no.
That's
I
fair.
can't. What about you? Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put your ads? And is it going to be a man, a woman? You don't care? Inquiring minds would like to know.
I think that it would be easy to have a female assistant. However, I can also see that being trouble. But so you get an older woman to be your assistant, right? So you get an older.
Like how much older?
Oh, a smooth 20 years old. So 20 plus years old. So 55 easy. And she kind of has that mom energy, and she's about her business. That's possibly the best assistant you could have.
The 55-year-old isn't trying to be somebody's assistant.
But maybe
somebody's grandma or something like that.
Maybe that she has these skills, the skill set.
She's bored at home.
But she has the skill set. She's possibly bored at home, or she's not in a financial situation that she would turn this job down. And then if she's really good at her job, then we both make money together and we take off on this journey. And this is like stepmom at this point.
Wow. So you're looking for a stepmom. This is the first time I hear that.
I'm not looking for a stepmom.
I hear sugar mom.
Listen.
Cougar.
Once somebody goes down the road of mom energy, they want to keep that going.
All right. And then when she checks you.
Well, that's not a problem.
So, Eric, don't do that. Don't get involved with this. And then you really want to.
Then I would say, listen, we're going to cool down the mom energy, and we have to be rational in our judgment here.
Okay. All right. So, I want to talk about this 8-week challenge because it's really important. It's important to me. The reason I joined is because I'm a therapist, but I like listening to other people's perspectives. I was listening to your live, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that. That makes sense. The way you have a way with words. Like, I listen to everything, with the books and the therapy and all these little videos, but you keep it kind of simple.
Yeah.
You explain it so simply. It's not very complicated. Even your Asian theory.
Yeah.
It's something that we kind of learn in therapy, except you put it in different words and you expanded on it.
Right.
Tell me about the Asian theory.
So the Asian theory is my favorite thing to talk about, most likely. The Asian theory.
And he's going to take over the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking for a while. So, like, for real. The Asian theory is the shape of life. And I want to give everybody a visual with this. You could picture a line and or a piece of paper. So on the left side, we have a number 1, which is the story. In the middle of the line, we have number 2, which is the thoughts. And on the right side of the line, we would have number 3, which is the behavior or action. So it's in a straight line. We can also put this in a circle. The story points to the thoughts point to the behavior or action. So what it's telling you or any human being is basically that. Thank you.
That's actually my journal for your 8-week challenge, so that'll be great.
Okay, so you want me to write in here?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Please go ahead.
So again, so again, the story is what creates the thoughts. The thoughts create the behavior. The behavior creates the story. Or you can take away the word behavior, you don't like that. Action creates the story. Okay? Story creates the thoughts. Thoughts create the action. Action create the story. It's a circle. It replays itself. So, for anybody listening to this, you can place your story into this model. The Asian theory, you can literally place your story into it. This is an example that I give to people quite often. They say, Eric, I'm 40 years old. I've never really been a person who's been about that gym life. I want to lose weight. I'm ready to change my life. I say, let's run your story through the Asian theory. Again, the story creates the thoughts create the action create the story. So I said, let's look at your story and let's look at your origin story. Your origin story comes down to where you grew up, how you grew up, and who were the characters in your story, right? So I said to this person, look at your mother, look at your father. Did they teach you anything about fitness? Did they teach you anything about eating healthy? Did they take you to the gym with them? Did they do anything in this motion that was going to get you on the road to fitness of some sort? If the answer is no, then take this story and where was the fitness level going to get added to it? Where was the healthy eating going to get added to it? So that story, if the person doesn't question their story, if they don't change their thoughts, then the same action happens, which creates the same story, right? So if you place your story in there, no matter what your story is, you're going to get a higher level answer that's going to take your life to a different arena. It's so much more complicated, and I can go into detail.
That's so interesting because today I had a client,
Okay.
and it's not the Asian theory, but it's very similar. There's certain characteristics that you could look for in a person, and you automatically know, oh, this person has this and this and this. So I'm not diagnosing anybody, but it's like I already know they have like self-esteem issues or insecurities.
Yeah.
Had a gentleman that called in today and said he was scared to talk in front of people. He's scared to confront others when they treat him bad. And he's always crying. I said, did one of your parents hit you when you were growing up? Oh, my dad did. He used to beat the crap out of me, even in front of people, in front of my friends. Well, there you go. And that's why you still act this way. That's why you're still scared of voice your thoughts and your emotions, because you're scared people are going to clown you and you're embarrassed. It's almost the same thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's always going to come back to the origin story.
And so then after you figure out the origin story, what happens?
Okay, so you you look at your origin story or whatever viewpoint of the story that you have. And before we can actually get to the thoughts, right? Because again, I'm going to repeat it again. The story creates the thoughts create the action replays itself and creates the same story, right? But before you get to the story, you have your lens of perception. So your lens of perception is literally everything that is in the way of your thoughts. So are you insecure about something? That's gonna clog your judgment, right? Did you feel, okay, let's see here. If your ex-boyfriend, used to do a certain something, so then you experience it with someone you're dating and you totally go crazy because, you see what I'm saying? Because you've experienced it. You haven't healed from that story, so you're bringing that previous story with you to the present, and it consistently plays itself again. Because
I don't like you right now.
No.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
There you go.
You bringing up our private conversations to the air.
That's where it comes
Stop
from.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Nada. And that's why I joined this 8-week challenge to try to heal for some BS.
No, healing is everything. And the reason that healing is so powerful is because let's just say that I went through something at age 7. I didn't heal from it. I'm 37, right? So let's now give this a numeric value, right? For my math people out there. So if you're 7 years...
Yeah, 30-year-old problem inside of you.
Right. If you're 7 years old and this ticks away each year, boom, and adds a point, and adds another point, and adds another point, and you have 30 years of points on your shoulder, you're carrying that with you every single day until you realize, I don't have to carry this with me anymore. Mm-hmm. My thoughts back then, I cannot be victim to in the present, right? However, if we continue to bring those things, now again, that was just one situation from 7 years old, right? So that's 30 points at age 37. So you're going to tell me there wasn't things that hurt you, like at age 25?
Hell yeah.
Of course. And those things come along too.
And some of them you create them yourself because you already have the baggage from the old shit.
There you go. So it's compounding interest. So if you don't heal
from... In a bad way.
Yes. So if you don't heal from these things, they compound and they continue to weigh you down.
So, my strategy is, I could see when a person is being mean. I have my boundaries. I'm like, oh, no. That's all you, boo-boo. Mm-hmm. I put like a Wakanda shield, right?
Right.
Nothing's getting through.
Mm-hmm.
But then nothing's coming out either.
It's a stalemate. It's no thank you and no thank you. I see.
So, what do we do in that case? Come on, give me some life coaching.
I have to ask some questions.
Oh, Lord.
Because, so my question would be, why do you think that is? What is your why as to how you act and why you act that way?
Don't want to get hurt.
Fair.
Emotionally.
Right.
Ever again.
Okay.
At all.
So, in what you're saying, I would then say, tell me about that last hurt, because it's still ringing true right now.
I'm like, which one though? It was just like one after the other. Betrayal. That sums it up.
Oh, no. Betrayal's not the only word here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, let me get this pen ready. Betrayal's not the only word. What else we got?
Okay, Mr. Therapist. Betrayal. This became the really supreme hour. It's not fair. I don't want to talk about myself. Carice, did you guys something to add to the conversation?
Wait. Hold on. You can't run from it now. Once we went down this road.
To a break.
We have one word, betrayal. What else do we have? Tell us.
Betrayal. A break. Let me think. I'll have to think about it during the break.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair?
Fair.
That's good.
All right.
Ciao. We'll be back with Mr. Mind and Body asking too many damn questions.
Hi, I'm unapologetic. Nice to meet you. I've been for a while trying to reach you. You don't think I see you, but I see you. We all do. I'm just trying to be something true. You're out here making it an issue. You got me questioning myself, like I should be somebody else. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. Why, when all you really wanna do is fix you? Do you focus on anybody else but you? Take your sound advice and use it on you. I know you want to. I'm just trying to be something true. You're out here making it an issue. You got me questioning myself, like I should be somebody else. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. I'm not gonna change. I cannot be tamed. I like me for who I am. Wish you could say the same. Have it no other way. It's your choice in the end. Your choice in the end. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. I love you, but I don't wanna hear it. If you're here today, you must be lost then. We live just once, gonna live it like I mean it. I love you, but you. I love you, but you. Did you understand what I said?
Are we back already? This is Real or Supreme. I'm the Real to Real with Mr. Mind and Body and Miss E. Carice. Or what is it? Fine as hell, E. Carice. On Hot 7025 FM. Oh, we're gonna go back and
call me fine ass.
Fine ass. Woo. Somebody has some questions for me, and since this is the Real to Real, I guess I'll keep it real with y'all. This is what I get for not inviting an artist. Damn it. They don't ask these type of things. So come on, Mr. Life Coach. What you got for me?
So to reiterate the question, it was tell us about this previous experience that you had, that there's still some remnants of hurt that's going on today. The one word you use is betrayal, but I know that there's more adjectives that we could write down.
The thing with me, and I don't know, we have about 20 minutes or something. The thing with me is that I've had 3 very long relationships.
Okay.
It started when I was 17 till 24. 24 till about 40 or 39-ish. And then 39 till, how old am I?
25.
Okay, so 25.
Okay.
A 4-year relationship, 4.5 years. And each one did some damage. But then I wasn't the same person I used to be either.
Right.
I was very immature and volatile and mean, to be honest. So the first one was betrayal and abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, betrayal. The second one was betrayal, emotional abuse, physical abuse. And the third one was emotional abuse, physical abuse, betrayal. So to say that I have trust issues, yes. I don't really trust a lot of people. And I only trust them with things that I don't care about if they want to judge me or not.
Are you prepared to move forward from here? It's about to get
Yeah.
deep. Yeah?
Let's do this.
In these...
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Wait a minute. After those relationships,
Okay.
the real supreme, I'll be the first one to admit. I have met a lot of amazing gentlemen.
Okay.
Wonderful. Fine as hell. Intelligent, successful. And as soon as they try to get close to me, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't, ciao. So.
Okay, so I
that's
have
where we're at.
I have a you want the light question or the heavy question?
I don't know. What are you going to ask your people at the 8-week challenge?
It depends on, everyone has a different story.
Right.
So
Oh,
everyone
this is
gets
my one-on-one?
This is your one-on-one. Okay. So my question to you is, out of these 3 relationships, which one closest mirrored what you grew up seeing?
My marriage.
The 24 to 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my mom is like the head of the house, and my dad is just like the provider. And my mom was very abusive with her tongue. I would say she had a serpent tongue. I called her Mommy Dearest. So that's how I was with my husband.
So you continued the same behavior that you saw at the household.
But then at some point, I became the provider and the mean person, and then I just shut down.
Did you see any abuse growing up, whether it was emotional or physical?
Child abuse.
Okay, and so you received. And you went the total opposite way with your children, I would assume, because that's what happens. We either go 360, which is the same thing, or it's 180 where we go the other way. So this is what I would say, knowing you right now, okay? We had 17 all the way to 43. No breaks.
Except for the last October 31st, 2019. That's the last day.
Okay.
I've
So
been
you felt,
single
so you
since
were
then.
free. So you were free since
And
then.
now I'm free, like the
Okay.
phoenix or something.
Okay, so so look at this. So so relationship 17 to 24, 24 to 40, or 39, and then 39 to some few years later. So there's not a window of time in between where you're able to really just chill and get to know you. So I can probably tell you or ask you or assume that the last 2 years have been Christmas for you. You've been enjoying your
Christmas
space
every
since
day.
you've been. You see what I'm saying?
I get to open up a present every day. But anyways, when I was in my marriage, it was so bad that I ended up going to therapy for depression. I had 3 miscarriages while he was cheating on me, while he was deployed. And it was a mess. And I was in a city in Columbus, Georgia, like 100 miles south from Atlanta. And I didn't know anybody. I ended up going to therapy. I love what they did with me. I ended up thinking, I need to find a way out of this marriage. I need to become financially independent. I'm tired of depending on this man. He always leaves me stranded. Or I have interviews. He doesn't want to take me because he's too busy taking some lady. And then I'm like, I'm going to go back to school. That's when I started getting my BA in psychology, sociology, anthropology, and my master's in social work, clinical social work. But I got divorced 2 days after I got my master's degree. Because he also tried to, he stole my car at my graduation and left me stranded at my parents at USC. So you see why I am the way I am.
Of course,
This
of
is Real
course.
Supreme. On the air.
So,
spilling my guts.
A story like that is easily turned into a movie, right?
Right.
You know.
But I did work on myself because 3 years before I got divorced, I had already checked out.
Right.
And I was just working on myself. So that's what I've been doing ever since.
So because, again, it's 17 all the way to 43 of being with someone else, you know.
41.
Okay, so 17 to 41 is a long time of not enjoying just your own space. And I don't mean looking at things from a monogamy standpoint, but just enjoying your own space. And
I love it.
Yeah, so so your perspective is, I can't let someone in, right?
I don't want somebody.
And the thing is, I think that you are playing both sides. You don't want anyone to come inside right now. You are enjoying your own space. And when there is someone that's like, I can maybe enjoy said person's company, you're like, nah, no, and you run away from it. So I think you need to really choose one or the other. Which route are you going to go? Because you are dancing on both sides of it. No? You don't think so?
What do you think, E?
E gave the frown.
Yeah, I think you should absolutely just go with the flow.
Thank
If
you.
you feel like you just want to smash and keep it moving, smash and keep it moving.
I was waiting. For E to finally jump in.
If you feel like you want to go on a date with someone, you feel like you want that person to be the one that you usually go on dates with, cool. You don't have to have a title with that. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, enjoy being free and whatever that means to you.
I want to throw out there that I'm not talking about any titles. I'm not.
The thing with me,
but I'm saying you don't have to choose.
Right.
You don't. You don't have to. You can have 5 boyfriends if you want to. Sign me up. Okay. I'm all about having multiple love partners, but that's just me. But you can openly have those types of relationship responsibly, and enjoy who you are.
I had a guy last week tell me, he's like, "Oh, who are you on the phone with?" I said, I'm talking to this guy.
Not.
He's like, "How many guys are you talking to?" I was like, "I can talk to however many I want. I'm
Period.
single." Yeah. You didn't ask me to be your girl or your woman or whatever. I could talk to whoever.
So.
And if you're gonna hit me up once a week,
were you talking to him while you're in his company?
No.
Oh, okay. So so how'd this go down?
On WhatsApp it shows you when you're on another phone call and things like that.
Oh damn.
Oh wow. So he hit you with the I seen you were available and you didn't check my over. Oh boy.
What are you talking about? Oh, why'd you kick me out, Marjorie?
I think that you can.
Nobody's ever kicked me out before.
You can create clear expectations that we're not in a space for you to question who I'm speaking to.
There you go. Yes.
Like if we're going to go on a date, cool. I don't really care to know if you went on a date with someone else. But I might. I say, "Oh, how was your date? You went on a date. Look, how was your date?" But you don't. There could be those boundaries where you just don't even have those discussions.
Right. I don't.
Like, why are you asking me that?
That's what I say. Yeah. Why are you asking me that?
What did you say?
We're not even there yet. What are you talking about? We talk.
So I think that there's people who have very fixed views of relationships, and that comes from a place of control, because their window of what a relationship is falls down to control, because it's a fixed view. So in said person getting to know you or dating you, they really think that that's valid. They think that that's okay.
I have another gentleman asking me, "What are you going to do with your birthday? Do you have any plans yet? What are we going to do? Do you want to do something? You want to go to San Diego?"
I think that's a respectable question.
It is, but I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go see you on my birthday.
Well, then tell him that.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because.
Well, tell him, hey, you know what? I really haven't decided who or what I'm going to
I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
I think that you just, when you communicate openly and effectively, I think that eliminates a lot of extra... Yeah. If you say, hey, you know what? You say, hey, you know what? I really haven't decided. I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
I'm with E on that. I think that the more transparent you are, the better the relationships will be. And yeah.
So now
That's an easy win right there if you're transparent.
It should be.
Yeah.
But men can't handle it.
Right. Now that you heard my story.
I said what I said.
97%. 97%.
Now that you heard my story, how are you going to help me, Mr. Mind and Body?
Here's the thing.
He's like, you're going to do these squats.
Yeah. You hit these lunges.
Get it out of your system.
You going to hit these lunges while writing in your journal. Nah.
You're going to be too tired to do anything else.
Right.
Well, I think what he said is also true. I could see both sides of it. It's just going with the flow. But my question is, what is your flow?
Doesn't matter.
No. To her personally, like,
figure it out.
Okay, well there you go. He has spoken.
It's just like we decide we're gonna go tubing, right? We're gonna get on this river. We may have seen a map, but we really don't know when the turns are coming up.
Fair.
So we just ride the wave.
Fair.
That's what I do. Ride the wave.
I'll send my bill.
No. Okay. Okay. So I am.
Invoice over.
Yeah. So I'm with you. Ride the wave. However, the energy that's coming out of her is not ride the wave.
What's my energy?
The energy that or the words, the verbiage is no, I want to run. No, I want to run. No, I want to run. And then you see that as being a problem. So you're running while seeing a problem with you running. So there's cognitive dissonance, that's why like, which one are we? Don't complain if that's your actions.
Bottom line is, I'm having so much fun being single.
Okay.
That I don't want to get tied down to anybody and go back to the BS I used to be in.
Just express that.
That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
All you gotta do is express that.
That's the bottom line.
That's all you gotta do is speak it.
Yeah. I'd be deciding like which one, and I just can't decide. Who do I want to settle down with? I don't know.
You don't have to settle down with anyone.
This one doesn't have enough time for me.
You settle down with all of them.
There you go.
Settle down with all of them. I'm going to have to jump on board with that polygamy stuff.
Polyamory.
Polygamy.
So you're officially
I've always been polyamorous.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk about that. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. How did this begin?
I've always been open about open communication since I was like 19 years old. I've always been open, like, hey, I have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. They know what's up. Yeah. And just communicate that openly so that we don't have any drama. Yeah. And I think that at that time I didn't know it didn't have a title to it. At that point. Mm-hmm. But I've always been an open communicator in terms of if I wanted to love multiple people. So, and I think that, with polyamory, it's about love. It's not about sex. It's not about, being an open relationship and you could just go and smash whomever and come back home. It's not that. So I think that's important to understand, too, is that I prefer to have loving relationships with people. So, yeah. When
I was younger, I wasn't mature enough at all to understand polyamory. Mm-hmm. Because I was raised in a very, very, very fixed mindset. You go to church, these are your beliefs, this is right, this is wrong. Mm-hmm. And through life experiences and through knowing multiple people, I was able to, oh my gosh, thank you for new thoughts, thank you for new beliefs, oh, thank you, So I would say that, I will tell you a funny story. For me, I was so fixed in my ways that I was like, oh, what, you like girls? No, I can't do that. No, guys are for girls are for guys, not girls. I really had this very aggressive, fixed point of view, right? And then, boom, oh, Eric, you're judging without any understanding. And then you talk to people, and then you open up, and you're just like, how ignorant was I to look at said view is wrong. So now I'm a fan of everyone's, and it's been great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you just allow people to be themselves. You can't control everything. You can't control the world, and you definitely can't control me, so don't try to. And I think that part is important. And it's, I'm always respectful if I'm in a dating situation. Everyone knows what it is. Mm. And it could be that I could date one person for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? But just understanding that I am polyamorous, it's not what I do, it's who I am. Right. And I think that that's the part that people have to understand, that yes, I could love multiple people, but even though I may be loving you for the next 20 years alone, just know that we can have that conversation at any point, and I need you to be open to having that. So yeah, but in the meantime, you girl.
The people that I love, I tend to make them like my best friends.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to mess it up, so I just, like, we're friends. I'm not playing with your heart or nothing. My best friend was here last week, Greg. I don't know if you met him. And we were talking today, and he's like, dude, I think I'm going to go to Panama and I'm going to get married. I'm like, what? I was just thinking that me and you were going to get married. Like, you know, if we don't find nobody. Yeah, I told him that. Say, we're just going to be best friends and be married. He's like, dude, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's wonderful. We wouldn't even fight.
One of my college boyfriend, maybe it's been like 7 years. He called me one day. He's like, hey, we should have a baby together. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll think about it. Like, let's like, you know, go. I just went through a breakup at that point. I was like, you know what? Let me wait this out. He's like, okay, cool. I'll give you, you know, a couple years or whatever, and we'll revisit it. Then his ass last year had a fucking baby. Oh, man. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay.
He was ready.
I was like, you know what? We could have, you know, had a baby, but now we can never.
Right.
Because now you broke the chain.
Man.
But although I love him to death, but not in that capacity. I'll take the dick. I'll take the dick. But other than that, yeah, I love him. We could definitely co-parent. But I think sometimes we wait too long to speak up. I wait too damn long to be like, you know, we should go ahead and proceed forth with having this.
Greg and I have been friends since I was 17. He's been through everything. We've always moving next to each other. And his parents and my parents, why you guys ain't together? Because we get along great as friends. Because we're the same thing. I'm a girl. He's a guy. We doing the same thing. That's so great.
That way.
This is my confidant.
Sometimes your friends are good at just being your friends.
And then my other best friend, who's a girl, you're going to meet her soon. I love her to death, too. And she's a woman. It's like sometimes you think you can't love more than one person, especially that's where I was back in the day. But you can.
Yes.
I think if you understand that love is a internal thing, then you can really love everyone.
There's some guys that I cut off and I was like, oh, he's so cute. I loved him. But, you know, why can't we be friends? But they don't want that.
I think that's a level of immaturity too. Like, I'm friends with probably 85% of my exes. You know, not that it's been a lot. It's just we're friends.
Fear and control.
Why we can't be friends?
Fear and control.
You're such a good vibe.
Yeah, I never had really traumatizing breakups though. I had one breakup that was like, man, I never spoke to her again, and you know, whatever. And that was that. Other than that, all my ex, I just went to lunch with one of my exes last week. Like, we talk, like it's
beautiful.
But I think that, you know, you can break up with people and it's not drama. Like,
well, with my ex, it was like, thanks for letting me go. I gotta go. You're not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna get mad. You never get mad. What do you want me to do? You did what you did. This is The Real is Supreme on The Real to Real. We are done with our interview today, Mr. Mind and Body. Do you want to let people know how to find you?
You can find me at Mr. Mind and Body on Instagram, or you can find me at www.ericnicoleau.com. I'm going to spell that out for you. That's EricNicoleau.com.
And Miss E. Carice today.
Hey.
Fine ass Ecrease.
I'm here.
On Hot 7025 FM. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to have, what's his name? Gifted Individual on the show. And I'll check you out next Thursday at 7, right after Everything Ever Against at 6 p.m. Keep it locked on Hot 7025 FM.
I'd rather keep it real with ya.
The Real to Real with True to G and The Real is Supreme. Get ready to hear the truth about all things. Keep it tuned to Hot 7025 FM on Facebook Live or the Mixer stream. Coming at ya.
I'd rather keep it real with ya.